So if there is indeed a military strike then in the next few days, I guess what happens there? I mean, if we've got ships already going in, it's really does feel like something's about to bubble over. Are we actually just talking about all-out war? What's the threshold?
Well, that's not what Trump has done in the past. I mean, he does tend to be someone who goes in very targeted, limited ways, and he's spoken in the last 24 hours or so about limited strikes. But you've got to contrast that against the reality that there's a lot of force in the region, more than is needed to just go and do a few more strikes on Iran's nuclear facilities. So I'm sticking to the view that I think we're going to see a broader strike, which is going to target, for example, Iran's ability to lay mines in the Straits of Hormuz. They're going to go after the Iranian Navy. They're going to go after command and control facilities of the Iranian Revolutionary Guards, and possibly also against those internal forces, police and security, which are being so internally repressive of the Iranian population right now. I think this is potentially going to be the biggest military operation that we'll have seen under either the first or second Trump presidency. And in fact, I would be rather surprised now if it turns out to be, 24 hours worth of missile strikes and then that's it. The carriers are packing up and going home. That doesn't seem to me to be consistent with what's happening on the ground.
And you mentioned if there is even any possibility of a deal. So Donald Trump's laid down the line that Iran has 10 days. But the problem is, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, I mean, how confident can we actually be that even if a deal was signed, even if Iran did come to the table, would they even honour it?
Highly unlikely. I mean, that would be completely against everything we've seen from the behaviour of this regime really since 1979. And I'm not reading or seeing anywhere people saying that a breakthrough is likely. And I think the American view is correctly that Iran is trying to string this out. The other point I'd say, Danica, on the 10 days that Trump has talked about is that he's never very precise in terms of his timeframes. He often says about a fortnight, and things happen much sooner than that. So I think we've got to be open to the reality that what Trump is doing is being a little opaque about when those forces are ready to go. Let me tell you, they're ready to go. They could operate right now if they wanted to. And then the issue that Trump has is not so much when to start, but how long can he keep them there at that level of readiness? You can only keep them in the blocks for so long. And so I think this is why the time frame is closing and we're likely to see an operation sooner rather than later.
Well, all eyes will definitely be on Trump and Iran right now. It's going to be interesting to see how the week pans out. Peter Jennings, good to catch up with you again. Thanks very much for your time this evening.